What's up? We're back. Also think we were gone?
Hello.
Gotcha.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Did you get bit? Whoa.
I said it.
What?
You can improve, though.
By watching the rest of this post show.
What can we teach today, man?
I'm going to need you too. Hey.
And that's correct.
We're done learning.
Boy. We were just talking about social anxiety.
Yes.
We'll segue into this. Sure. Trevor has levels of social anxiety in which, hypothetically, if someone fell asleep on the floor,
We've talked about this story before.
Oh, I'm sure we
Yeah.
have.
You can play back.
Beyond my memory, though. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Trevor,
Yeah.
We were
at
just
this point.
talking about video games and whatnot, and it stemmed from like the Gavin luck and then the
Yeah,
Matt luck.
Gavin
how
Luck
the-
and Matt Luck.
They're on opposite ends, and we brought up Destiny, which then led to us playing Destiny at once, and I got lucky, and Trevor was over.
Yeah.
And I fell asleep. It was like we were playing till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, but I fell asleep like
Ruby was at a convention
mid-attempt.
too?
Yeah, you weren't there.
You were out of town.
You weren't there.
This was pre-children, too. So this was.
And Trevor just was like,
as we
Yeah.
call it.
Well,
I guess I'll go home because I was just sleeping on the floor of my own home. And he like awkwardly left, and I thought it was the funniest thing. I woke up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I know I made my way to my bed, and I had a text from you, and you were like, I left.
I was like, I locked the door, though. You're good. Like, because you had just gotten the smart lock, so I could lock it. Because otherwise, I was like, I'm trapped.
Yeah.
I can't leave him unlocked, sleeping on the floor. But
Put
it
a note
was
on
one of
the
those-
door, do not enter.
Yeah.
Not it. It was one of the. Yeah.
I glued the
please
door
don't.
shut. You're fine.
Yeah.
Sleeping man inside. Wait, what?
It's just one of those moments where I'm like, for me, the social awkwardness is there's no winning here. Because if I wake him up, if I was on the receiving end, if I was asleep, I'd be like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. So I'm like, I don't want to put him in that position, and then I don't know what to do then. And I'm like, hey, you're sleeping.
This was also a while ago.
I'm
right?
lording
This
over
was
you.
like, it was Destiny 1. It was probably like 4 or
Yeah.
5 years ago. I feel like it wouldn't be much of an issue
you
now.
could try
I
and
feel
just,
like I'm much less like.
Also, like,
a nervous
not that we
person
didn't
now.
know each other then, but like,
We were getting to know each other.
Yeah.
years and years. I mean, that was probably like, hey, do you want to hang out after
Right.
work? Which we still really didn't do after. It's a rarity for us, just because like we're so busy and because everything we do at work is so like game focused. Destiny was a rare game, and we've talked about it a lot. Where like, if we wanted to make videos, we actually had to fucking play it in
Yeah.
our off time.
And we wanted to.
So it was one of those things
Yeah.
of like, do you want to come over and play?
Yeah.
And so you came over, and then I just fell asleep on the floor.
I appreciate the responsibility, though, that you made sure to lock the door. You're like, this is weird, and I'm going to leave. Michael's safe.
You could have gone for the play of like, yeah, you fall asleep and then like you wake up and be like, did someone gas the house? Oh my God, what happened?
I should have left a note next to him that said like, you know, go to the hospital. You might be missing a kidney.
If you want,
Yeah,
you
like,
have to
like draw a scar on him.
Yeah,
or something.
draw a scar on him.
Or if you ever want to see Trevor again, leave the money outside.
Oh shit!
Give the
Trevor has been taken.
Looks like Trevor fell into some bad apples.
Then I give myself a couple days off work. There
you go.
Like, bada
Sorry, I
boom,
wasn't
bada bing.
there.
Yeah.
I love to, like, I relate so hard on that also. And I was talking to Jeremy about it recently because he has like some anxiety also, but totally different. He likes going to parties and like I guess he's the kind of person where I'm a little bit the same way. I'm reluctant, but once I'm there, I'm having fun.
Jeremy is a person where he says he's like an introvert, but he has like a circle of comfortability. And if he's in his own environment, he's the biggest extrovert ever.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All his stories are like the most insane extrovert stories, and he'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty introverted.
But he's never
warm up to
done
people.
this, which
Yeah.
Trevor totally did, and I agree with. It's like I reach a level of social anxiety where I hit like an abort button, and I'm like, I'm out. Like I'm just gone from this scene. I'm not saying goodbye to anyone. I'm not doing anything. I'm just physically leaving this area. And so a lot of it probably isn't rational. Like I accidentally said something stupid. Bye. You'll
Yeah.
never see
Yeah.
me again.
You will like smoke bomb. I think I peaked like my awkwardness collided with my anxiety like in college, where you're like meeting a bunch of new people. You're really figuring out like who you are. You're independent now, and so there's definitely times where I'm just like boom, smoke bomb, just because I'm like it's just easier to escape my
Fuck that up.
my
See ya.
awkward mess or whatever. But looking back, you're like. First of all, what does it matter what the other person thinks? Second of all, when you really look at the situation, it's just like, sure, maybe it's like something, just laugh it off rather than like, poof, disappear. Like, no one
also-
cares except for you.
Oh, I know
like,
it's all me. It's all
Right.
him.
It's also
It just took me forever to figure out.
I think I have like the opposite problem where I'm like, I'm fairly introverted. So I feel like people know that. So like when I'm there, I feel like I have to justify, oh no, I do want to be here. I do. Trust me, I want to be here. I definitely want to be here.
whenever I did see
I do.
Matt,
I do
whenever I
wanna
see
be
Matt, I
here.
go,
But I gotta go.
whenever I see
But
Matt,
that's the
I'd
thing, though,
say,
it's like,
what the
I'm
hell
like-
are you doing here, you liar?
But I'm like, at the end of it, I'm like, do I keep talking so that they know that I want to be here? So that can just draw out longer and longer. And I feel like at the end of it, I was like, I could have left like an hour ago, and that would have been fine.
Yeah,
no,
you
no
really
one had any
screwed
problem.
yourself.
But I just keep bringing it up.
Jeremy told a story today, and he's talked recently, like in general, he's talked about all this stuff, but like last week in a video, we were talking about something and how Jeremy was like, yeah, people are surprised when I say like I'm introverted because he's so like, he's always doing like crazy shit and the shit where other people, charismatic and stuff, and he's like, yeah, but whatever. And then fucking, you know, he's like, oh, but I'm pretty introverted at heart. You know, like we was talking about like him and Kat, where he's like, I'd rather like chill and stay in, and you know, Kat, his wife, is a lot more like, I want to go out, and then that's what they do, like the hiking and stuff. And then today in GTA, when we just filmed today, he tells a story, somehow comes up, we were talking about high school graduation, and he's like, yeah, when I graduated, his like graduation cap, he's like, I like cut out a bunch of holes, I put party poppers in them, like confetti poppers, and when I went up to get my diploma from the vice principal, they were just dangling, and he's like, he looked at me and said, don't, and I pulled them all, and it popped all over, and I'm like, introvert Jeremy, because it's like, it's just like, it's the most extrovert, in a crowd of like everyone's family's there, right? But like, I'm sure he was in his 100% comfort zone of like, this is
too funny not
the
to do.
people I know, and the school I go to, and everything. But it's such a like opposite side of a coin. Where I'm listening to the story, and I didn't even bring it up because he wasn't talking about it then. But I'm like, 4 days ago, this guy's talking about how introverted he is, and he's like, ah! It's like confetti at a high school graduation.
Jeez.
Now, Matt, you went to a larger school, because I know we talked about your schooling, and you were public school too. Yes. Did you have like the big graduation ceremonies like outside at the football field?
So we originally were going to have to. My class was the biggest class that school had ever had. I think it was like 800-something people.
Damn.
Whoa.
We ended up with 150 that graduated.
That made it?
That made
I was gonna say half didn't graduate, but it was way more.
way more than that.
Trevor, if you said half didn't graduate, you would not be one of the people graduating. Yeah, that's only half. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I remember they were like,
And there was 149.
they had like a serious meeting with our senior class, and they were like, you were the biggest freshman class we've ever had.
How?
What?
Oh my God.
What happened? Like, don't fuck this up. And I was just like, oh, okay, I'm doing fine, I think. Just calm down. Like, I'm walking. Jeez, yeah.
I'm walking.
I'm walking.
Get the fuck up.
You know, it was originally supposed to be like the like outside football field, and they were like, you get gymnasium.
Ended up being a classroom.
We don't need it.
It was homeroom class.
The public school I went to originally was a graduating class of 600, so they had it on the football field. Like you had to. But because it was there, we had like the parents who would be like super crafty, or like the sports parents with the air horns, like big handmade signs like, I'm proud of you, Steven, you did it, good job. Not the way at the private school that I transferred to. That graduation ceremony is very like, it's like, well done. You're very well-educated, bright future ahead of you. Good job. Like, shake
And
my
then
hand.
Jeremy goes, ah!
Yeah. Well, I had friends who came to that graduation.
Pack them and throw them off.
I invited my friends from public school. I'm like, come, I watched, you know, your graduation, we watched mine. They're like, oh, hell yeah, we're there for you, no problem.
Yeah.
So in the middle of this like very quiet, calm thing, they're like, and Lindsay, at the time, Tuggy. And you just hear in the back like, purr, 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 purr. Yeah, get it. I was like, oh, fuck. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
See, I didn't have like a restriction on that. My family was just like, yeah, all right. That's great.
And brag. You just hear someone in the crowd clear their throat, like.
Well, I think it was more of a situation of like, yeah, he better. He better.
That's why I like.
Give him a standing ovation. What do you want?
It's funny because Matt, you know, being like the Pokemon kid's like, I love the original 150. That's what his parents called him in the graduation class.
The original 150.
They had a sign.
We had a student transfer in. He was Mew.
I feel like I'm gonna start showing up to graduation ceremonies with like just a big Bluetooth speaker, and like when someone just every now and then with one kid, just play various sounds like cricket noises during just like after one person.
Play the
An awkward fart.
Yeah,
maybe.
play
I mean, I think everyone had to clap like every time. It was
Oh,
like
dude,
that, like,
that's always
applause.
brutal.
Do
They
it.
started going like,
do it.
They made
Please.
announcements.
They
Yeah.
started going, please hold it to the end because
Yeah.
there are
Well,
too many people.
Again,
You maybe not,
Trevor, there weren't that many people. Everyone in
"Please
that class that
clap."
graduated,
Please.
everyone that graduated
Jeb
needed to
Bush
feel
was in the
special
graduating class.
because they were the elite.
That's when you bring, Trevor, you bring like something of like Michael when he gave his speech and the music starts and then someone else just starts talking because he's just playing a seminar. Like, dun, 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 dun. Hello and welcome.
Awesome. When you walked, did you do anything flashy, Trevor?
God no, I had a busted lip. I was out here
Flashy.
graduating. I was just, I think that I actually said it in that video. I was like how mundane my graduation was. I was like, I kind of didn't want to be there. I'm like, this is forever. I woke up
Yeah.
extra early. We're all just out here. I got a busted lip from rugby, and I'm just like, thank you. And like, I didn't even pose for the camera at the end. There's a guy up on a ladder for an hour and a half, just taking photos as people walk, and I'm like. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Trevor
That's up on the
Collins.
mantle at home now.
yeah.
Me
Yeah.
going-
Mine.
blinking as I'm like mouth breathing going by.
Yeah, I couldn't even find my high school diploma. Good luck.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I don't know.
I didn't.
Dusty
I
somewhere.
didn't
Yeah.
go.
My college one is. It's
I didn't
somewhere.
go,
Yeah.
and I got my diploma sent in the mail. I went, mail it to me. They just mail it to my house.
Well, like
Just roll it up, stick it.
Jeremy just
tried
goes,
so
you didn't
hard.
go? Fuck no, I didn't go. Does that surprise you?
I tried so hard not to go because my graduation was on my birthday.
You were
and I
one
was
of the
like,
few, the
this-
chosen.
you had to.
You had to.
yeah, I know.
We need you.
They need.
Someone-
They're like, please,
Attendance.
these seats.
They're like, listen, if we don't have 150, we're not going to be accredited as a school next year.
Dude, someone had a sign and they were like, even 150th in class is still Gen 1.
Oh my God.
He still made it.
But like,
If you push the van out back, you'll get. There's another student.
there's
back
another one.
there.
Yeah.
Whoa, he's underneath.
Whoa! You string.
Here's a diploma. Yeah, no, I didn't want to go because I was like, it's my birthday. I don't want to go back to school for the last
What do I
time here.
celebrate?
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I think I went to the graduation because it was early in the morning. Then I went home and I took a nap and I was like, all right, time for party.
You didn't
I'm
go
18.
because it was early in the morning. You went and it was early.
And it was early, yeah. Well, no, I guess you're right. I went and it was early.
I think one of the first inside jokes you and I had, and maybe it was once we were here rather than our Skype games or whatever, but was that South Carolina
Curling, yeah.
was 49th in education.
What is
It
50?
certainly was.
I don't know, and I don't
Yeah.
know if we want to know.
I would assume Alaska.
It was one of those things
They're
where you're like super
disconnected.
proud.
Take
like,
that. They're disconnected. They're just over there.
Pride of South Carolina, 49th in
49th in
education, but first in whatever we were talking about, I don't know.
Yeah, it was first in a lot of things.
Right.
Oh, man.
Incredible.
No, it really is.
Out of
100.
With asterisks.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Dude, I don't know. They were very proud of the size of that freshman class, and they were very disappointed at the size of the senior one.
Well, yeah, because they probably lost like 80% of their budget. Like
They lost 80% of their students.
Well,
Yeah.
just they didn't lose them, Trevor. They were there next year.
Yeah, you're right.
What the hell are you
That's
talking
why,
about?
That's why you had such a big graduating class.
They
They just kind of built up.
Fuck.
They made it
Cycle
through.
the students. Yeah. Jesus.
Van
know,
Wilder,
man.
but in South Carolina.
Holy
high school.
shit! There's 650 of them.
Whoa!
Oh God.
Oh!
Bright as the gymnasium at my
I forgot what that
school.
felt like.
Bum, 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 bum.
My gentle corneas. They've. You guys have the. I don't know what they're all called. All the whatever. What am I saying? You blew my brain cell out. I've
Your
been
last one?
just staying at home as you continue to burn my corneas.
Lana's gone.
We've just been like, I don't know about you guys, but like, I've just been on my phone like this, or on the TV like over there, and or
Yeah.
on the computer like here. And every time I step outside and I breathe in that fresh air, vitamin D, and I look about 100 feet away, I go, whoa. I'm
Yeah, it makes-
hoping that
yeah.
vision comes back.
That makes me sick too. When I go outside, I start wheezing.
Yeah. I wonder if Gavin's gonna get that back when he goes outside and he says in England he used to go.
Well, it was the temperature drop.
I still,
yeah.
Excuse me.
I got the
Because-
morning coffees and temperature drop.
Did you
Yeah.
really?
Whenever we had that weird like cold snap, I went outside and I go.
Yeah, Gavin always explained it because
weird.
like, it was always so cold and like muggy.
Yeah.
And
And it was England.
in England, but it was always
the problem.
fucking hot as hell inside. So
Right,
it'd always
you
be
didn't
really
have the
warm, and he would get
aircon.
blasted with like a cold air temperature change, and go and walk out the door. He's like, every day of my life.
Every day.
What a weird guy. Well, anywho, that's
boy.
the show. These people want to go home.
Matt, what year did you graduate?
Well, never mind.
don't.
Lindsay said
Oh,
no.
man.
Spent too long there. You're gonna have to
have to
keep raising
think
the
now.
lights until we can't
2008.
make it.
Shout out to the class of 2008 in South
Oh,
Carolina.
nice,
South
baby.
Carolina
I-
school
I
that I
barely
went to.
did it.
As few of you as there may be.
Yes.
I was the last of the O's, and then they got to the 10s. They're like, class of 10. I'm like, doesn't ring like the O's did. The 09, the 08.
07.
07.
05.
Oh, you old man. Oh. Ow. Oh, fuck.
Made it through high school without a cell phone or YouTube.
No game guides.
Well,
friends.
Well, I had tips and
had the
tips and
manuals.
tricks.
We'd sniff the manuals to get a hit of the game on the way home.
Oh, I'd sniff them.
Maybe
just a little taste. Anyway, there's the show. Another amazing example of comedy gold.
Nailed it.
Yeah, South Carolina is hilarious.
Now I gotta find out. I gotta go look up
You are the pride of South Carolina. They need a flag
that's
that's
true.
your face.
50th in education. Here we go. Hang on.
49th.
I'm gonna find it out.
49th.
No, that's 49th. I'm finding
working
50th.
on it.
I gotta go research.
Go figure it out.